Welcome to the second video in our series on the business plan roadmap. The industry analysis page begins with a lot of questions about the industry that you will be competing in, such as its age, growth rate, development stage, amount of competition, and long-term outlook. These are all questions that lenders may want to hear answers to before they invest in a new business.
For example, the development stage of an industry can have major implications for the success of a new business. Companies in an embryonic industry may not have much competition, but they face the challenge of creating customer demand for new and unfamiliar products or services. On the other hand, the decline stage does not necessarily mean that an industry is obsolete. Its products may actually have high sales, but a large number of competitors, including international competitors with low production and labor costs, may make it difficult for new companies to turn a profit.
Once again, the examples from plans section provides specific page references to show how these plans address industry questions. Usually the plans provide brief, general statements, but in face-to-face interviews with lenders, we will be expected to provide detailed data to justify our analyses.
The Information Sources section provides links to industry data sources, one of these being the industry profiles available in EBSCO's Business Source Complete database. Business Source Complete may already be familiar as a library of full-text articles from business and technology journals and magazines. The link opens the RRC Library's login page, unless we have already logged into another of the library's online databases. Once we log in, we click on the Continue link. This brings us to the Business Source Complete search page.
As an example, we are going to look for industry profiles on motorcycles in Canada, so we have typed motorcycles in Canada in the search box. We click on the full text checkbox if we want to read complete items, rather than just abstracts or summaries. Our next stop is the Publication Type menu. Here we have scrolled through the menu to the Industry Profile option. We select this option by clicking on it. Finally, we click on the Search button. And here are our search results. We have retrieved 12 industry profiles on motorcycles in Canada, ranging in length from about 35 to 45 pages. We can click on the profile's title to see a description of the contents. We click on the full text link to see the complete profile on our screen.
Another source of industry data is Statistics Canada's time series database, CanSIM. You can use these roadmap links to get to CanSIM, or simply do a web search for the term CanSIM. CanSIM is available for free on the web, and contains data from over 400 statistical surveys and data collection programs. Of special interest for EP projects are CanSIM's retail trade and household spending data. To learn about CanSIM, see the RRC Library's YouTube video and companion research guide. First, use your web browser to go to youtube.com. Then type the hashtag RRCEP for all videos, or RRCEP CanSIM for the CanSIM video alone.
The Industry Analysis page contains a section on industry classification systems, providing links to the classification manuals, as well as links to data sources that use the classifications. The classifications can be a handy way to locate data for industries by product or service, or by type of business. The most familiar classification system is NAICS, the North American Industry Classification System. However, it is not the only industry classification in current use. Prior to NAICS, the US and Canada each had their own standard industrial classifications. The American SIC is still used to classify industries in directories and databases, such as Dun & Bradstreet's $1 Million database.
The Harmonized System, or HS, is used by the Canadian government to classify imported and exported products. Two other systems may also be helpful if we are planning an importing or exporting business. The NACE classification is used by the European Union, while the International Standard Industrial Classification, or ISIC, is used by the United Nations Statistical Division. None of these classifications are universal, and although you can get hits for specific classification numbers in web and database searches, you will also have to use old-fashioned keyword searching if you want to be sure not to miss useful information.
We are now heading back up to the top of the industry analysis page. As you can see, it's a long way. We will now move on to video number 3, in our series on the business plan roadmap, and look at sources of demographic information about our potential customers.